Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is The Shaker. Why? Because around here, we're going to be shaking some things up. On this platform or channel, however you want to see it, we're going to be discussing the news, booze, and today the choice is 1800. We're having a few shoddy shots of that while we discuss these topics, and always with some cold water nearby. So, again, news, blues, social media content creators. Yes, we're discussing you all too. Your mama, your daddy, your kids. If your kids is in the news, then we have a right to discuss your kids. So, definitely the kids. Don't have your kids in the news, then I can't discuss them. But if they're in the news, it's fair game. It depends on the situation in the story. But on this edition today, because we're what? Shaking things up like we're always going to do. Sometimes I will discuss full episodes, and sometimes I will discuss individuals in these episodes that stick out to me. But some or a couple of my bigger, I'm a huge fan of, I should say, is Below Deck series that comes on, that it's on Bravo, and Big Brother that comes on usually in the summer on CBS. Those are my two favorite shows, but I watch other shows, but I don't know if I want to come on and critique them or talk about them. It just depends. Like I said, I'm mostly about individuals in the episodes. But on this episode, let's talk about Ariana Madix and Shitterfield from Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Took me a minute to remember how to say the correct name, but Shitterfield, you know, the guy that left the big shit turd for those people when they came home from their outing, and this new guy moves into the house while they're out. These people's already moved into the house, and he leaves a big shit turd in whoever's room. I think the guy's name is Nick, whose room he left that big shit turd in. But so yeah, let's discuss Ariana and Shitterfield. So who do we start with? Who do you all want to start with? On this channel, we're going to be discussing things that's happening in your life and my life. I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to my subscribers. But these two people, I think they're the nastiest two people on TV that I know of so far. And if I find anybody else nastier, I'll be sure to talk about them. But Ariana, the way you have treated your so-called friends and Tom Sandoval all season long, yes, we all know the story about Sandoval and what he did. And if you don't know, this young man, his name is Tom Sandoval. Him and Ariana Madix was a couple for damn near 10 years. He cheats on Ariana with a young lady named Rachel that is no longer on Vanderpump Rules, because Tom Sandoval, if I didn't mention, he's on Vanderpump Rules, part of the Sandoval, but Rachel, whatever you want to call her, she's not on the show this year. And I hate that she did that. let these people let Ariana win, because that's pretty much what you did when you said no to coming back to the show, girl. Why wouldn't you? You part of one of the biggest storylines in Bravo history, and you didn't come back. You weak, but I hope you do, because Tom is in love with her. But right now, Tom and Rachel, they're not together as of right now that I know of. Who knows what's happening today in present day from these shows. But anyway, so Raquel was friends with Ariana, and Ariana and Tom let her stay in their home. And Tom and Raquel started having an affair behind her back. It was terrible. She's not the first one it's happened to, and she certainly won't be the last one that it happened to. It happens every day. But since that's happened, Ariana has been able to do Dancing with the Stars. She's on Broadway doing a show. She's getting all kind of endorsements. I think I seen on a Jergens, some kind of lotion commercial, rubbing her legs. I think it's Jergens, but I'm not for sure, so don't quote me on that. And just a reminder, everything in this video is my opinion. Nobody else's. Not only is a lot of it my opinion, but they've also shown this on the show. But continuing on, Ariana has done very well for herself since this breakup, since the cheating scandal has come out. Bravo to you, young lady. But Ariana has asked all of her friends circle, Sheena, Lala, Tom Schwartz. She said this on the last episode of the reunion last year. You know what Ariana said? Because she's so upset about this whole situation. If you're going to be friends with him, then you can't be friends with me. A lot of these people on this show was friends before you even entered the show. But for you to have the gall and the balls to actually ask them of that, and they went along with it. They turned their heads on Tom like he was the plague. Ooh, the zombie movie. Soon as Ariana said that on that reunion episode last year, I'd have told her where to go and do something with my ass, her ass, somebody's ass. Something was going to happen to somebody's ass. I'd have told her on that day, at that moment when she said that, then first of all, for you to make me choose between a guy that was on the show before you came, if it wasn't for Tom, really, Ariana, you need to get on your knees and thank Tom Sandoval for what he's done for you. Because if you hadn't started dating him, you may not even still be on this show. Really think about that, because really, if she hadn't, who knows? There's a lot of bartenders and people that's been on this show that worked at Pump and Lisa Vanderpump's other restaurant that is no longer on this show that you don't see. We don't even see Peter this season, do we? I don't remember seeing Peter once. And if I did, it's because they went back and showed something from Peter. But as far as Peter actual being on the show, I haven't seen that. But Ariana, you have done well for yourself through this breakup. Again, I'm not saying it's right what he did. It was low down and dirty. But a real woman wouldn't be mad at Rachel. Rachel didn't cheat on you. Rachel wasn't your lover dating you for almost 9 years. Tom was. But I understand Rachel was living in your home. I understand that. But she wasn't in a relationship with you. A real woman like myself, I wouldn't have been mad. I'd have been upset with Rachel. But Rachel could still come around me. She didn't cheat on me. My man did that to me. But that's a real woman. And when you get to that point in life, that means you've grown a lot. But Ariana, how nasty the things you have said to Tom this season. Sheena, poor Sheena. Sheena, get some balls. And Tom Schwartz, same to you. Tom, you weak. I'm sorry. I hated you that you and Katie broke up, but when y'all got married, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew that when y'all was walking up her dress was dragging in the leaves and shit. Where y'all got married, why would you wear a train with dress and you're dragging all the leaves from the forest with you on your wedding day? I didn't even understand that. That alone let me know that that marriage wasn't gonna work. Who does that? Better planning. But Tom Schwartz, Sheena, Lala, I have to even put you in there, and you're not gonna stay in this box with Sheena and Tom Schwartz for long. But in the beginning, when Ariana said on that reunion that if you're friends with Tom Sandoval, then you're no longer friends with me. And Lisa Vanderpump even made a comment. So we're not gonna be friends because Lisa clearly spoke up and said, well, I'm going to be friends with Tom. Lala spoke up on this last episode, but it should have been said early on in the season because every word Ariana was this season, whenever Tom showed up, her demeanor changing, little mean bulldog Katie, because Katie, you are a bulldog. The way you attack Joe, Katie, you a whole nother story. I'm gonna leave you out of it right now, but you all up Ariana's ass. Want to lick on her, you know what? I think she, if they haven't already, they probably will eventually. It was sad. It's sad how every time how Tom gets to you, girl, you still got feelings for Tom. For you to act the way you do when Tom comes around, get away from me. I don't want to see him. He doesn't deserve me to be in his presence. Or, girl, who in the hell do you think you are? You just Ariana that's been on Dancing with the Stars and got a couple other things going for you since this has happened. But again, if Tom hadn't dated you, you probably wouldn't even be on this show. You ought to be on your knees giving them. That's what you need to be doing. Thank you. Thank you. Regardless, and y'all know it's a joke. I don't mean that, but I do mean it. You need to be on your knees thanking him for you to be on this show this long, for him to even date you. And you're mad at Tom. Ariana got mad at Tom because Tom was supposed to watch her dog at their house that they still share. Ariana goes out of town, but in her room, she leaves some Chinese food in there. And you out of town? So Tom, not knowing this, watching her dog for her, first of all, the way Ariana's been speaking to you all season time, I wouldn't have watched shit for her. Nothing. But you leave food in your room for 2 weeks? Don't care about no flies, malaria, no diseases, bacteria in those containers. You left that food in your room and you was out of town. Tom even said that you was lazy and you didn't change the cat litter box for a year. Ariana, you nasty. You nasty and you lazy. And you think everybody should be bound down to you, Sheena, with your weak ass Tom Schwartz weak. Lala, you fell into that box for a minute, but you jumped out of it. Thank God, because I'm a Lala fan, because Lala's the realest on this show. And let me say something here about something that happened in one of these episodes this season that I don't agree. When you all are accusing Tom of his past with Raquel because now it's his past. He has every right to bring up you all's past. Sheena, you getting mad at him storming out when he mentioned, well, you had an affair, Sheena, you did. And the man was married with Brandy Granville's man at the time. You did that, but you all can bring up Tom, the Scandival thing, and he can't bring up your past, including you, Lala. You want to get all defensive when you wasn't honest with us all the time. I'm not understanding the correlation there. It's not making sense to me. It doesn't add up to me. Make it make sense. But Ariana, you nasty. You been nasty this whole season. Like everybody owes you everything. Nobody owes you nothing. You're not the first, and you certainly won't be the last one that got cheated on. But the way you have spoke to Tom Sandoval season, and he's just kept his cool, left the room or left the area. Kudos to Tom Sandoval. Good for you, young man, the way you've held yourself up this season. But I hope because Tom Sandoval is still in love with Raquel. I hope you all find your way back to each other because there's nothing like finding true love. And the way you making it sound and seem this season is that you in love with her. Good for you. She's probably in love with you, but just all of the hype that's been going on with you all. I understand why she ran away, but I wish she hadn't have. I wish she'd have had them big kahunas and went back in there and fought like Muhammad Ali with you all. That's what that young lady needed to do and not run away from the situation because that's what she did. But enough about nasty Ariana. Girl, you need to get that attitude together. And I do like Ariana's new boyfriend. Nice attitude. He's got a good vibe about him to me. But 8 days later, you started dating him 8 days later after the Scandival thing, and you mad at Tom? You still mad? Girl, when's it gonna end? I feel sorry for you that every time Tom walks into a room looking good, girl, you bothered. You still bothered. Hopefully you get over that. Now, let's change gears here for a minute and go to Martha's Vineyard or Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Can we just go and talk about this Shitterfield? Shitterfield, you just as nasty. Shitterfield, you and Ariana's on that same balance. You know, it's going this way, but it keeps coming back to even between how nasty you two have been this season. I'm the shaker. We shaking this up. Hey, take a shotty shot. Again, this is 1800 I'm drinking tonight. Cheers to you all. If this is the type of content you like and will want to continue to see or hear to express your views on this channel, hit that button, hit the like button, send it to your friends to get them into it. Again, sometime I will talk about episodes, and sometimes I'm going to talk about individuals that's in the episodes. Shake it up to that. And cheers. Let's cheers to Shitterfield. Not Shutterfield, but Shitterfield from Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. You know, the black people on that show. So, there's a guy named Phil. And he's on this show on Bravo, Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Now, last season, the group had gone to an outing, having a good time or whatever they do. And Phil shows up at the house with his bags and everything, and he goes to the house. He sees a room, even though this room is already occupied. He's gonna take this room. That's how bad Phil is coming into the room. Big bad wolf Phil. To claim his room, just like animals do in the wild when they go and pee on trees and stuff. Well, Phil is in that category because he pretty much did the same thing. He goes into a room that's already claimed by somebody else and shits in the toilet. Not only does he shit in the toilet, but he leaves it in the toilet. He left it in the toilet. So when this person whose room that Shield's shitted in, when that guy comes back, he's gonna see this big shit in his toilet. Can you imagine after coming home from dinner, you're feeling good, you all ready to have sexual relations with your significant other or a stranger, whatever floats your boat. You walk in the bathroom, even if you're going to have sex in the bathroom with your new partner or your significant other. You're in the bathroom, you're going to go in there and do the nasty. And you see that? That would turn me off so fast. And then I'm asking question, who in the fuck did this? I want to know who did it. I want to know who's that nasty to just leave it and not just hit the flush button on the toilet. Who does that? Again, this was last year when this young man did that. Then he comes in, he want to be tough. He called the that community, LGBTQ. Y'all keep adding too many damn alphabet in that motherfucker. I don't know. LGBTQTS. I don't know. Stop adding more letters. ABC. See, that's easy. But anyway, so Preston is part of that community that's on the show Summer House Martha's Vineyard. So again, not only does he go and leaves a big shit turd in the toilet, but he calls the Preston, who's already been living in the house that was out at an outing, come home with the rest of the group, and now the chaos because of the shit turd. Not only did he leave a shit turd, but he came in with an attitude like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Phil, I'm this. Good looking guy, but cocky. Cocky's never cute on a guy. Not for me. I've never liked cocky. I like a guy that's cool and calm and laid back, pays attention to everything. Like suave, move in, like that. Just smooth. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that, ladies. You know who I'm talking about. The guys know who I'm talking about, but that's the kind of guy I like. Not one that's loud, want to be noticed, want to have the last word. Not for me. For some people, but not for me. But now this one comes with a toilet full of shit. So I guess you're getting 2 for 1. You're getting a good looking guy, cocky, and he's going to leave you a present every day. Merry Christmas. Not for me. But this year on season 2 of Summer House, Phil is trying to redeem himself. I know I didn't even read the online rant social media because I'm not on Instagram and all of those platforms like that, but I want to learn. But I bet you he got some really bad backlash from that. So Ariana and Shitter Phil, both of you, first of all, are nasty. You're nasty. You need to make some changes in your life, both of you. Stop blaming things on the alcohol. People out there that's watching this video, everybody wants to blame the alcohol when you've been drinking. It doesn't give you an excuse to go and be slutting around. Oh, it was the alcohol. Get out of here. Pack your shit and get out of here. I'm going off course now, but my brain just went there for some reason. But Ariana Madix, you have a lot of growing to do. You made yourself look like a fool this whole season, the way you treated Tom and the other friends that you allowed. Lala, thank you again for jumping out of that damn box. And the hell this girl gonna tell you how to live your life who you can be friends with? That blew me away that Sheena's fighting this. What? And Sheena also, Sheena is another one in this friend group on Vanderpump Rules, a part of the Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix situation. But Sheena said on this season of the show that when they needed money, her and her husband, or when she needed money, you know who came through for her? Tom Sandoval. And Ariana's telling you, okay, you can't be friends with my ex now, or you're not going to be friends with me. Well, what that tells me is, Ariana, then they were never your friends, because for somebody to be a true friend to you that you really love, you would never you would never give them that ultimatum. And it's just simple as that. I want to end by saying, if there's anyone out there that's having thoughts about taking your life for whatever reason it may be, please think long and hard about that, because your life is more important. God put you here for a reason, or even if you don't believe in a God, whatever your beliefs are, you're better than that. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And especially, it's never worth it. But especially if you have kids, parents that love you, don't do that to your family members. You're better than that. Suicide is never the way out. And something just hit me just now, because I always said if I ever started a channel, I always wanted to include that message in my videos. Always remember, you're important. You're just as important as anybody else. I don't care how much money somebody else got or whatever their life may be compared to yours. It's never too late to change. It's never too late. But you're better than that, and you have people out here that loves you. Once again, guys, my name is The Shaker. Hopefully you enjoyed this type of content, and I hope you come back for more. Please hit that like button and that button. And guys, everything that I discussed, from Ariana to Shit or Feel, please leave comments and let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? But once again, if you're in the news, it doesn't matter if it's your mama, your daddy, or your kids. Doesn't matter. Also, one last thing, because I watched this last night on Netflix. If you all have not seen that new Cat Williams stand-up comedy on Netflix, please do so. And again, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until next time, shake it up. I'm The Shaker. Good night.